Hey, this is Trent from T.O.'s Garage, and we're doing another project inside when I should be out in the shop working on the shop truck, 53 Chevy truck. But we're knocking out a project we've been wanting to do on the kitchen, and this is the backsplash we're working on, throwing up some tile. So as you can tell, we got 3x6 subway tile going. So we're using a 1/4 inch trowel, laying that on the wall or on the back of the tile, depending on where we're at. We were able to lay it on the wall in this area and then throw the tile up, but in this area we're putting it on the tile first and then just sticking it to the wall because it's like almost too narrow for us to sweep that on easily. We're using this Acrylic Pro. It's the white wall adhesive. So we're not using the regular grout on this because it tends to be a little bit more slick and won't want to fall off the wall. So if you're going to do wall or a backsplash, use the white stuff. That's works way better. It's sticking to the wall really well, and it's not sliding around and falling off. So for this this area, it happens to be a little bit too tall for a 3x6 tile, so we're cutting that down a little bit, and we'll show you. So we're just using a rigid tile saw. We're cutting that down to about 2.5 inches, and I won't fire it up and run it, but you can kind of see how that's working. It's a wet tile saw. And we're taking that in.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we got our 2.5 inch tile, and we're throwing that up. Throwing in spacers to gap it up just right. Pressing that on nice and firm against the wall, checking its level versus the one next to it, and there you go. We'll show you when it gets all finished how it looks. Okay, this is the wrap up of tiling our backsplash. So we have finished it all up. All the tile got installed. It took about, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours to do this whole section, as well as over here under the cupboard here. And then it took some additional time to put the grout in and caulk around the edges. So don't critique it too much. I'm no professional, but wanted to show you how it turned out. So we're really happy with it. We tried some other colors of tile, see if we would like how that looked, and we ended up thinking white would be the best. So there it is, finished product. And I also retrimmed the window. Had some 30-year-old trim, so I took the same trim that's on these windows and painted it up and installed it, and then I put the tile the right distance away from the window. So yeah, I tried some non-premixed grout. It was just a powder in a little bucket, and I hated it, so I ended up with this premixed style. I think the other stuff was non-sanded as well, and this had the sanded type. And I was kind of worried the joints would be too skinny for this stuff, but no, it worked out really well. I was happy with how it went on. There's the grout float and then a sponge, so nothing real complex. And I tiled around each switch or plug far close enough so that when you put the plate over the top it wouldn't show, and I didn't have to move those too much. I just loosened the screws that mount those to the box, and then that pulled them out far enough. This tile isn't that thick, so worked out just fine. And then you can see how a full tile is taller than where than the space here, so I notched it, went across the bottom of this cabinet. When it got to this trim, I didn't have to go up next to the cabinet at all. So that's how I ran that. And then over here, I did notch it up between the two cabinets above the stove. And then I was thinking about doing above the window, but I like the idea of not having to spend all that time, and also it keeps a continual paint color around the top of the room. So anyway, there you have it. And now that we're done with this, we can get back to real work out in Tio's garage. So yeah, thanks for watching. See y'all later.